All right, Ramley. Game is not over yet.
This is still happening.
Wanted to jump on here. We can watch the end of this together. The Niners just kicked a field goal. Rams did buckle down in overtime. You can probably hear we got the game on right in front of us. Rams now have the ball. Chance to counter. What say you? Do they win with a TD? Do they tie or tie it up and obviously overtime keeps going? Or do you think they do not score points and lose?
Man, at this point, the way Mac Jones was looking coming off the field, he looked like he had a lacerated something. I don't know what happened to him on that.
Yeah.
All
right, there's Puka.
But this is where Matthew Stafford cooks. I mean, this is his kind of jam right now.
I like your style here, Sid. I don't know why I'm trying to sit all hunched over. Be a little more comfortable here.
I think, this is the world we're living in with the Rams, where we're just putting it all on Stafford to go make something happen with this offense.
Yeah. Little pirouette. Oh, he's going for it all. 2-2. Chatarius.
Is that 2 catches for 2-2?
2 catches. Chatarius Atwell.
Yeah.
Deep crosser. So in field goal range on the 20-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
We get both feet down.
When they were going for that last drive in the regular time, I was arguing, just run a normal script.
Yeah.
This is not a normal script. They're just going for it.
Yeah.
They're done with this.
Ooh.
And that
it's going for 2-2 again, back to back. Someone's on the 2-2 train, and his name's Matthew Stafford. Clearly. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to get all into this, guys, break this game down, but, we'll just kind of enjoy this in real time. Everyone can join in here. Let's get some YouTube folks in here. Got a good bevy of Twitter fans in here. Jump over to our YouTube. It helps us out a little bit more. We appreciate you watching on Twitter, but, pop over to YouTube, Rams LAFB.
Subscribe while you're there. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers.
Trying to grow. Helps us, keep the lights on, literally, these lights on. Yeah. All right, Kyren Williams. So third down here.
This is a big surprise.
Fourth down here.
Oh, geez. That happened real quick.
Third down. Okay, the graphic was, I was like, there's no way. 3rd and 6. This is big because
this is sort of the win or the tie.
Yeah, it's already down to 4 minutes. So they probably would not get the ball back.
Pinheiro kissing the upright to put in 3.
Supple kiss.
That was
very gentle.
That was Yep. So short. This is surprising to me. They've been going to Kyren a lot.
Yeah, in the passing game.
7 targets already.
Oh, I think they're going for it.
On 4th down. This is a gutsy move from a guy that's not always gutsy. He obviously does not like overtime. This guy does not like cans, to quote the jerk.
Nice
he quote. Wants to get home to his beautiful wife and child.
Great.
Oh, mugging up the front there.
Timeout Niners.
Are they going to change their opinion here?
Stafford with 389 yards and 3 tutties on the day. Another great statistical evening for the MVP candidate.
Curious what you guys think out there. Are you guys on the general view, or are you on the what do they call it? The prime vision, all 22 view?
You were the one that I didn't know this existed. This is sweet.
I love this view.
The prime.
You get to see the safeties where they're lining up. You get to see the routes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and if you already are watching on Prime, which you have to be, obviously, like it's free, right, for everyone.
Yeah,
I guess not free. It's included.
Yeah, you click down and you
go to the alternate stream, and
there you go. We got
here
trips,
we go.
Trips to the left. Davis Allen in there.
Puka going in motion. Just to draw him off. Lame. Boo.
It should be from they're saying on the broadcast that the booing is from the 49ers fans. It should be from the Rams fan. They should be aggressive here. Put this game away. I don't mind that aggressiveness. I mean, obviously you can lose this game here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a possibility you get the ball back.
Yeah, you have one timeout. I mean, if the Niners get more than one first down, not saying they'll win it, but I don't think you'll get. Well, no, you can still get the ball back, obviously, but
yeah,
that overtime 10 minutes goes fast. I feel like quarters are obviously 15 minutes, but quarters seems like way longer.
I mean, you think about these Shanahan games when he's bested this team. He's just drained the clock, and that drive was.
Oh, they did go for it, and
no, they did not get it.
Wow.
And a fumble again, maybe.
Yeah.
This is. You gotta be kidding me.
So they end up going for it.
This is.
And they don't get it and lose the game to Mac Jones and a bunch of replacements. I mean, you might as well have had Keanu Reeves out there playing quarterback with.
Wow, that's it. There we go.
That was it. That was.
I don't even know.
I don't know what it is, man. For how great of a coach as Sean McVay is, one of the best to do it.
You don't have one play that
Shanahan has his
yard.
Number. Yeah. And they've been throwing it all over now. It's like, don't go back to the run now on 4th and 1.
I will say that I've been saying Kyren Williams is the backbone of this team, but just fumbled. I don't love the play call. I mean, I'm going against my own kind of.
I don't love it either at that junction. Like the game on the line, like typical 4th and short situations. Like I'm like, play some bully ball. Let's see these offensive linemen get after it.
Well, when you look at the lead blocker there is Jordan Whittington. Why isn't Puka Nacua involved? That's your guy.
He was there though. I think he was more on the outside though. Oh man, that's going to be a painful one for that locker room. I don't know. I mean, what's more painful, this one or the Eagles loss?
This one. This is
because this is not a good Niners team right now with these injuries.
Yeah, I mean, in our preview, I was saying the line was up to 9 points at some places.
9 pregame.
I picked a 13-point victory. You picked a
21-point victory. 31-10.
I thought this was going to be like kind of a Titans style game where maybe they effed around for a little bit, but this is a perfect example of why you can't let NFL teams hang around.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, this is a team for 2 years now. They let the Saints hang around. They let the who am I trying to think of? The Eagles hang around. They were letting the Houston Texans hang around, and the Houston Texans, looking back at that game, now know what we know about this offense, about the Houston Texans offense.
Yeah,
it's not good.
No,
and they're just kind of playing in these games where they're letting a variance play. They're showing the Kyren the fumble again. A play like that can just change it, and those plays happen in the game.
Yep.
You need to get out ahead of a team like this. You don't let them put 14 points up in the first quarter.
2 drives, yeah. I mean, that Niners offense in the really all game. I mean, I know they only ended up with 26 points, but the offense was doing almost whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick Bourne looking like Jerry Rice out there. Just what do you? I know he had 10 catches last we checked. Did he end up with more than that? 10 catches, like 120 yards. I think there's 2 things here that I'll give credit to the Niners to. One, credit to Mac Jones and that offense for being able to battle the way they did with really no skill players outside of CMC.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, I think it shows how in these Niners Shanahan era, the true, and this is not trying to be a jab at Shanahan by any means, but I think we can now truly say like one of the most important pieces of those years where they've been good is Robert Saleh. And he is now back as a defensive coordinator. Yeah. And that is a huge benefit for that team and a big thorn now for the Rams going up against them because Robert Saleh, when he's been the DC, the Niners have just dominated the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about in the pregame the depressed nature of the pass rush, the popless nature of the 49ers pass rush without Nick Bosa. They generated 16 pressures, admirable. 15 pressures for Jared Verse and the
whole Rams
the whole Rams team 15 pressures. Previously the best one was 18 against the Texans, who, I mean, maybe the Texans do have a worse but against the Colts, who have a really good, it was 21.
Yeah.
And they were able to affect that game. And
so this is their lowest pressures of the season, right?
No, lowest pressers of the season. That's what I was trying to get
to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you said most. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, over 20 in a couple of those other games. This is a game that Jared Verse should have just been in the backfield wrecking the game. I think, obviously we saw in the Eagles game that there is a way to mitigate the pressure. That's true always. And that's when things start to fall apart for this team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought with Mac Jones,
he
would not be creative enough, and he was hobbled too. I mean, it looked like he was coming out of the game. They had Adrian Martinez, Cornhuskers, fight on Cornhuskers, or whatever their catchphrase is.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Thank you.
What's your shirt say again? Not this one.
What is my shirt?
Something corny.
Let's get corny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pickle Rick.
Not as cool as my Birdwatcher shirt I'm going to get, but
that's right. Kyren's a bum. That's what we got here. I mean, let's talk about Kyren a little bit.
Finished the game, 14 carries, 65 yards.
How many catches?
Was big in the receiving game, 8 catches, 66 yards, and the 2 touchdowns.
And one drop, I believe.
One drop.
Critical drop.
Obviously a critical fumble that would have not necessarily won the game, but would have put them in the lead with under 2 minutes left in the game. Obviously didn't even allow them to get the field goal. They ended up getting the field goal after to send it to overtime. But I mean, we love Kyren. We know how important he is to this team, but these critical mistakes are nothing new, unfortunately. He has had an issue with fumbles
at the worst
times.
Yeah.
In the divisional playoff game against the Eagles, right? 2 fumbles, and it was right when they were getting momentum back. They give it up, fumble. The Eagles got on score, increased their league. Obviously, the Rams made it interesting at the end. And then on top of that, you get the Blake, and I knew this was going to happen. For all my love for McVay, when someone makes a mistake, he's not a coach to be like, I'm going to go right back to you, at least not for young guys. I think if Davante Adams made a mistake or Puka Nacua, they're not in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Blake Corum fumbles, ends the game with 1 carry. He was in the game more. He put him back out there. But just last week, 13 carries to 9 carries. This week, 14 to 1. I mean, you only ran the ball with Matthew Stafford's one. You ran the ball 16 times. And one of those runs happened to be on 4th and 1 in overtime. That's when you're going to decide to run. You've ran the ball 15 times total through an entire game, and you're going to add on to that at a critical game deciding 4th and 1.
Yeah.
Why then? You've passed it 47 times. Just stick with it.
It's a great question. I mean, you look at the offensive line. You're looking at Warren McClendon in, just from the initial grades of it all, which, take for it what you will. Run blocking is kind of a difficult one to quantify, but everybody's in the 70s. Justin Dedich there with a 74.5. He's allowed just 1 pressure. Warren McClendon allowed 4 pressures. That's a problem. They were eating Larry Jackson's lunch on this one.
Yeah.
6 pressures here. He's the starter. I mean, there's nothing there. And we got to talk about Cardi, but I want to tie that conversation into the offensive line. Mm-hmm. Who is playing on the special teams? Even on that last field goal that tied it up. There was a lot. There was
rush in there, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, penetration for sure. I mean, I gotta say, it's just the depth at this position is getting alarming, considering what is happening to Steve Avila.
I don't get that.
Full practice 3 days in a row.
Not on the injury report. Not a designation.
No designation there.
Not scratched.
Not scratched.
Active.
He was in a uniform somewhere on the sidelines.
Somewhere.
And Didich is in there allowing 4 pressures. Oh no! Actually, wow, I misread that. McClendon had 4 pressures. Didich has just 1 pressure. So,
Didich has been playing well, but obviously, Avila is your starter and big body. Yeah. I don't want to make a big deal about it because we did that kind of with Stafford through the offseason. I think rightfully so. I mean, it was a question, but it is the thing that I am most confused about. That it's not that if he has a lingering issue, and I know it's an ankle injury and those just don't go away.
Sure.
It's not that. It's the fact that now 2 weeks in a row heading into the game, there's been no injury designation. Like that seems, why would he not be questionable if there was still lingering doubts about not playing? Like I think even like, I don't want to get into too semantics here, but I think like by rule, you have to like designate someone if they have an actual injury.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely something about that. I mean,
so the fact that they're not having him on there, I'm not sitting here saying it's something internal or any conduct or anything, but it's just odd. Like, I don't know enough to speculate, even though I am speculating right now, obviously. But
well, and did you talk about like going back a few weeks about how he went out of the game with an injury, came back into the game with an injury, was out last week, but played 5 special team snaps. It's like, what is happening with this guy that was like, as a rookie, like was like good to very good.
Yeah.
Has had injuries. I mean, he's had injuries the last couple of years. So
like, are we at the point now where Didich should just beat him out for the spot? Like, is that what McVay's not saying? Because even when asked about him, it's like
Bo Limmer was a scratched, healthy scratch,
inactive. Yeah. It's I don't get it.
Yeah. This might be I don't know where this ranks in terms of the core issues of this team, but I mean, the offensive line should be the least of the problems.
Yeah.
I mean, this should
especially with who they were going up against. The Niners had 2 of their pass rushers went out in this game.
Calais Davis and Yurda Gross-Matos were injured.
And
no Nick Bosa.
No Nick Bosa. Like,
I mean, like, let me pull up the pressure stats on that specifically.
And it seemed like while you're looking that up, it seemed like in pass pro they did okay. But I mean, obviously, again, they only ran the ball 16 times, but they weren't able to get any dynamism in the run game.
Yeah, they had some good. They were playing from behind, so I understand kind of wanting to come back, but like they're kind of their marquee guy, Kyren Williams, who's more of a run defense guy. That's part of the reason they brought him in. He's an edge rusher though with 1 pressure. Yeah. Bryce Huff, who's a professional football player for sure.
He's in the NFL.
Yeah. He's in the NFL, and he's had a lot of success. And then I'm going to struggle with this name, but Sam Okay.
I'm not going to try. I'm too far
Sam,
away.
number 91, defensive left end. I've never even heard of this guy. He's a Terrapin free agent, brought in by the Tennessee
Maryland Proud. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a guest joining us here in just a moment, but
I mean, he's only played a handful of snaps in the NFL, and he's their second pass rusher. I mean, let's get a guest in here because, like, I'm just
perplexed.
I'm not only perplexed at losing to a team of this caliber, but this is their first divisional game.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks are on the upswing. I don't know where the Cardinals stand, but last year the Cardinals in one of their games put up 40 points or something against them.
Not great.
I mean, I'm not changing my opinion based on this game. Shanahan has the number. He out-physicals this team against all odds.
Yeah.
But let's get Aaron in here.
I'll let you do the intro.
Aaron Coscarelli, my co-host, joining us from down under. I'm not gonna do an accent again. That's not a good choice.
You kind of did.
Down under.
What's up, Aaron? How we doing?
I'm perplexed. Did you guys say that same word? Was that the word you used? Perplexed?
That was the word, yeah.
Shocked, disappointed. Did we lose to a backup quarterback and a backup wide receiver who just figured it all out with the defense? I mean, I have so many questions and not enough answers. Help.
Backup tight end, backup.
Send help.
Well, I mean, I was saying, Aaron, before, I was like, Kendrick Bourne all of a sudden reincarnated as Jerry Rice, but he's wearing number 84, so he must have been Randy Moss out there, actually. It was Randy Moss mossing the entire secondary. It was incredible.
I mean, the amount of cutaways they gave Sean McVay, like, just disappoint, like his facial reactions deserve its own meme on social media. I don't know, I mean, and I didn't catch the last part of the game because I was 10 minutes away from my hotel. As you mentioned, I'm down under, still in Australia. I leave tomorrow. I'm going to the NBA exhibition game tonight. I know, be jealous. But what was cool was there was a sports bar that had the game on, and it did take a bit of searching for it. So I didn't catch the last part because I want to try to make it in time here. So why don't you guys fill me in on how OT went? Because it sounds like it didn't go well for the Rams, no?
It could have. Do you want me to do the recap or for her?
I can't even remember, to be honest with you.
So I'll do the quick one. Niners get the ball first. They grow down, get into field goal range. The Rams hold them to a field goal. So, okay, good. Get the ball back. Like 3 plays, Rams are down within the red zone. I mean, 2 deep shots, move it right down. They're, I think, on like the 18-yard line or so. They get to 4th and 1, decide to go for it, and run with Kyren Williams. It gets stuffed and game over. So we were saying, and I want to get your opinion on this.
The final score was
26-23.
26-23. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is crazy. What a big win for Kyle Shanahan, Mac Jones. Huge. I mean, Mac Jones looked like John Elway out there for a bit. I mean, it was crazy, and I don't even know what to do in terms of how do you come back from something like this. And that was one of the things that Ryan and I had talked about, the other Ryan, last week, which was this team can't seem to put together consistent effort all 4 quarters of great football. And I thought that was going to be the same storyline. I thought, okay, well, you know what? They start slow yet again, and they'll finish strong. Everything seemed to be a favorite. I mean, I think they were the largest favorite heading into the weekend in terms of, betting, if you wanted to say that.
What was the last line that you saw? Like,
I thought I saw 7.5, but I don't know if that's across the board for every single.
It got up to 9.
We saw 9.
Oh, wow.
Which is insane in the NFL.
Yeah, that's a college line.
Did a lot of people make some money? It just seemed like I don't even know where you go when it comes to the drawing board. The Rams are on the road next week, right? I want to say. And
they're going to Baltimore.
A desperate Baltimore.
Which, I mean, their defense hasn't been good. They might not have Lamar Jackson.
Might still be.
But you know what? I guess
now we know it doesn't matter if you play a backup quarterback.
It doesn't even matter. And that was going to be my first question to you guys, is almost kind of the why. And we talked about it last week, Ryan. This team sort of, and you mentioned it, they play up or they play down to the team that they're facing. Why? Do you think they just didn't take this team seriously because of all the injuries? And, how do you even explain this one?
I mean, I would say on defense, I think there was a good amount of arrogance heading into this game. The defense just underperformed in a way that was shocking. Fewest pressures. I don't know if you heard that yet, but fewest pressures on the quarterback. Jared Verse. They got 2 sacks on the quarterback, and
in the final drive of the 4th quarter.
Right.
Yeah, and so they're trying to send kind of everything at that point. I haven't looked at exactly how Emmanuel Forbes performed in this game, but I mean, there's got to be another thing. There's got to be another thing because they've had one thing all year, which is causing havoc in the pocket. And that's great. And that affects everything that the quarterback does. I was thinking about it this morning. I think I was on my run about how Jared Verse can affect the pocket and how even if they're not getting pressure, the quarterback will change his actions in the pocket. And I think, Daniel Jones, throwing 2 interceptions last week, they weren't under pressure, but he got rid of it faster, and it was like Mac Jones was stone cold, just Joe Cool,
Steve Austin, yeah,
in the pocket. And Daniel Jones also has a bit of that, but
or Mac Jones, too many Jones.
No, I meant Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones, going into that game, I said Daniel Jones is impervious to pressure, and he pretty much was.
I have a question for you guys real quick. Is there a link that this is going on YouTube? Because yes. I know you guys have a live audience. Text it to me because I'm so upset. I want to post this and hear what people have to say about it. Because I feel like we're all out of answers.
I'll take care of that.
He looked like Jason Bourne, resurrected.
Wow.
It just seemed like a totally uncharacteristic Sean McVay team.
Do you?
Penalties. Puka wasn't even a factor in the first half. Kyren Williams a frickin' fumble. We thought that those issues got cleaned up last season. Yet again, that seems to be a prevailing, big moments that should have been in the bag. And then the kicking game. How many points were left? 4 points?
4.
Again, could have been a game changer if he had the chance to kick him through the uprights. And that's possibly why Coach went 4th and 1, decided to go for it, no?
That's a great point.
Definitely a factor, I think. Aaron, a random question. Do you watch college football at all or pay attention to college football at all?
I do. I'm a former Trojan. So I catch a little bit of college ball, but not a ton. But yeah.
So we obviously cover USC as well here, and I'm highly involved in USC. So I do a lot of comparisons sometimes on this show. And this game, I don't know if you were able to watch last week, USC Illinois, but this Rams-Niners game felt like USC Illinois. Not the USC offense was much more dominant than the Rams offense, but the Rams defense being known for their defensive line pass rush and question marks in the secondary was very similar to USC. Question marks in the secondary, but the defensive line was outstanding all year. And then in this game, just disappeared. Defensive line just disappeared altogether, and the secondary question marks were just exposed even more. So we're at this junction now where this defense, while it's still not awful, 26 points with an overtime is not brutal, but invite her on.
How does she feel about the 49ers Rams game? Yeah.
If she knows who that is, I would be very, very pleased, very impressed. It's not Australian football rules, but
no.
But we're at this junction now where what is this defense truly going to look like moving forward? Are they going to be just so dependent on the defensive line getting pressure that it covers up the secondary deficiencies, or are they going to be able to come together as a unit, or are they going to go and make a big swing and go get an actual CB1?
Well, here's the thing is this team should be dependent on the offense. This team should be fueled by Stafford, Puka Nacua, Davante Adams should be cooking fools left and right. Kyren Williams should be doing his thing, not fumbling, not dropping the ball, not missing blocks.
Blake Corum dropped pass. Is that what you're talking about?
Those are big drops.
Yeah.
So this team should be fueled by the offense, and the headline of the Rams kind of season so far is, holy cow, this defense is good enough to propel them into the Super Bowl. But then you get a smart offensive mind like Kyle Shanahan, and they neutralize the pass rush, and force guys like Emmanuel Forbes. Kobe Durant had a tough day too. Darius Williams had a tough day. It was the first time I ever saw Nate Landman really kind of in a bind on several plays. And, you talk about EPA per play, you talk about success rate. At the end of the day, football games come down to a handful of plays, and the Rams just were unable to make those plays. And a lot of that comes down on Sean McVay. Some of it comes down on execution from Matthew Stafford. offensive line has their blame to take as well. Obviously, you can't fumble on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
You know that, but you know, I don't know if I said this on this, but you can't let a team like this hang in there. You can't let the Eagles hang in there because they're going, like, these plays happen, fumbles happen, interceptions happen, bad kicks, you know, mistakes are made. You know, like you play the game to in a way so that the refs can't negatively affect your performance. You know, like it's all of those things in the margins that win and lose football games, and the Rams don't play in a way that is clearing those margins. In the past, McVay has been able to really overpower,
outsmart too. Yeah,
and outsmart. That's a great word for it. Where's the genius? Where's and I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth in this way because I love Kyren in this game, but you got to come up with something a little bit more inspired in overtime, 4th and 1, than just a dive to the right.
Yeah,
I just want something a little bit more. And the lead blocker on that one was Jordan Whittington, who I love, but like, where's your fullback?
you got Colby Parkinson.
Where's Colby Parkinson? Where's Puka Nacua on that play? I mean, like, there's just, I mean,
yeah. And that's the thing too. This team all throughout training camp, and even you know, the big storyline with Stafford's back, and what they espouse, and certainly Coach McVay says almost weekly, is how this team has handled adversity. And I thought, okay, this is going to be it, right? There's like less than 2 minutes to go in the game. They're down by 3. They run the ball right to Kyren Williams. Like, they're going to figure it out. This is exactly what this team does. They handle stress, good stress, as Coach says, and adversity is the name of their game. But it just seems like, I don't know if it's the youth, I don't know if it's, you know, and of course missed ill-timed penalties, but when they do find ways to capitalize, whether it's the defense or that 3 and out, it just seems like odd games throughout the season, they've missed out on those opportunities. This team should be undefeated. They should have this felt like week 3 all over again, right? Because you're like, okay, this is kind of like, you know, they're starting slow. It was a banged up 49ers. They play them hard regardless. Should have been a win. And, you know, it's like, it's going to feel like a long drive home, and this team is not very far from home. So,
I mean,
yeah,
they could be undefeated. They could also be 1-4 at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean,
that's right.
Everyone but the Tennessee game, really.
I mean, and the first half of the Tennessee game,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, like, screw it. Like, you got, like, this is a full game. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go to some comments from these people because we are getting inundated.
This is what I said this earlier too. I said this to Ryan last week. I'm like, the Rams want us to take some type of heart medication. Like, we should make that a sponsor of the show. What is that? You know what I mean? Like, how do we calm our freaking nerves? Because the yoga and the meditation's not working, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking way too much coffee down here in Melbourne, so I'm hyped up.
What time is it over there right now?
Oh yeah, it's
I know
2.
the conversion, but
It's 2 p.m.
oh, okay.
2 p.m.
That's beautiful time to watch a
Yeah.
football game.
9 p.m. here. Rams always seem to find ways to lose to injury-depleted teams. What an embarrassing loss. Yeah, not great,
I feel ya.
AVG. Not great.
I
Special teams coach is, we'll just say, Booty. Can
we talk? Should we talk
real
about
quick
Cardi?
About special teams coach. So I don't, and maybe I'm
He's the
being
best.
kind here. He's the best they've had in the Sean McVay era.
Yeah.
Who, the coach or
The special teams coach, yeah.
Yeah. Chase Blackburn.
Jake Blackburn. And I think what they've been doing on kickoffs has been remarkable. Obviously, Cardi had the miss hit that went short and gave him the ball on the 40-yard line in overtime, which you missed, Aaron.
Yeah.
That was how they started. They started on the 40-yard line. But this is what's hard to me about immediate anger, I guess, the special teams coach is like your interior offensive linemen have a very simple, not saying it's an easy job, but a simple job of just I mean, you're shoulder to shoulder, just block the guys in front of you.
You're close. They're closer together than they are
Yeah.
in any other.
If the other team is continuously getting penetration through, like, I don't think that's on the special teams coach. That's just on your players not executing, getting beat.
Yeah.
What do you think on that?
No,
I just don't think they have a special teams coach problem.
I
It
think
seemed like it because of the kicking game, but
I think they went into the season a bit optimistic about this team's depth at offensive line. I mean, and I don't blame them. I thought that was kind of a strength. I thought Warren McClendon was coming along, had some bad games, definitely. Dedich had some bad games, but was like, a UDFA. Limmer,
yeah,
but like, it's just proving that these special teamers,
I mean,
they're
and
just
it's
getting
like
beat. They're just getting beat, plain and simple.
You saw the facial reaction when the game went into overtime with Kyle Shanahan kind of like leaning, like hoping the ball was going to be missed yet again. And it's right. Whoever that tweet before we just switched it over. It's like he has Kyle Shanahan, whether freaking team's banged up or not, has McVay's number. It's crazy. Yeah. Shanahan lives to beat the Rams. I mean, it's a long season.
I mean, Aaron, you've been around covering this team long enough to remember when those Jeff Fisher Rams would just always beat the Seahawks for whatever reason. Like, they just had the Seahawks number. Like, they would be a terrible Rams team and they would beat the Seahawks. That's kind of what it's been in the McVay-Shanahan rivalry. It's just Shanahan has his number.
Yeah. And I wonder, on the Shanahan side of everything, it's like, it was obvious that Shanahan was just kind of digging in. Like, he was like, I don't care what I put on tape today. I don't care if I'm in the playoffs and they've seen this before. I'm beating this effing team. Like, that's just the way it felt.
Mm-hmm.
He put the pressure on right away and he didn't let up. And Mac Jones was not great all the way through this game. He did just enough.
Yeah.
And Stafford is so much better of a quarterback.
It's crazy. And, that was the other thing, too. The ball that Stafford has such a beautiful arm. Like, his ball is just like, it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And what this team looks like on paper, and when they have the ability to be the Rams that, we all know and love, that's why these moments are so frustrating, because it's like what you said, right? It's like this team, the identity, we still don't really know. It's like, are they young? Are they undisciplined? It doesn't make any sense. Like, you have a McVay.
That's a great point. That's a really fantastic point. It was something I was kind of on last year as well. Of like, are we a running team? Are we a pass? Like, are we is this like what is McVay right now in this iteration of his world? Now, 12 personnel. They've brought in a bunch more of that in terms of offensive efficiency and explosivity. It's not adding a thing. Kyren Williams, people are in the comments are saying trade him, get rid of him. He's butt. He's cheeks. He should be out. He's the best running back since Todd Gurley, easily. The only one that's offered anything in the running game. If you get rid of him, you got Blake Corum and Jarquez Hunter. Jarquez Hunter hasn't even seen the field, not even today. I mean, I don't know.
Terrence Ferguson had a great moment. Which,
it
only took 5 weeks. Yeah.
He joined the party. We said our pregame show, Aaron, like, it's not. It can't be a coming out party because he's not even at the party yet. But does he get invited to the party? And he did. He got invited. He arrived at least. He walked through the door.
Made a heck of a catch.
It was a great catch. 21 yarder in your first NFL.
It was momentous.
He outstrengthed a cornerback.
What was it, Chisel or Chile or what was his name?
Siegel.
Siegel.
Oh yeah.
Siegel. Yeah. Anyway, Siegel got beat up all day. I didn't even know he was in the NFL, to be honest with you. Yeah. But yeah, this is we've got a lot of 49ers fans in our comments. Bang 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 bang. Bang,
so let's ask this, and we can. I mean, Aaron, we can talk as long as we want, but if we want, we can kind of wrap this up. But how do you think this team responds. Like I know there's a lot, obviously, after every loss and every team, there's always like, all right, there's the season, it's gone, it's over. We've been talking about like what's the identity of this team, which is absolutely fair. I do think Sean McVay teams have always responded pretty well. I'm not now ready to say this is like a Super Bowl team, but I still think they are a playoff caliber team. How do you think they respond, Aaron? They have the mini bye now before playing Baltimore.
No, and you bring up a great point, because I feel like the rankings of where this team is doesn't matter what other teams do in the NFC West or what other teams do in the NFC. I believe this performance, the Rams are going to drop significantly. Like where I thought they could have been top 3 in the NFC, because like Ryan and I discussed last week, those games were really close with the Eagles and, not really necessarily stringing together consistent effort all 4 quarters. I thought, you know what, the highs are high enough to me. But the problem is, I think, how do you respond to something like this with anything, whether you're in a football game or a relationship or whatever? If your highs are so high and your lows are so low, in my perspective, you can't get too high and you can't get too low. Like your wins can't be like they're egregious and they're amazing and now you got to take the next week off, because that's what I feel like we saw. I felt like the Rams took this week off essentially. Like they were like, it's a Mac Jones led offense, they're banged up. Our defense is good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how a team like that, like the Rams, that's led by a Sean McVay with a Matthew Stafford quarterback, and all the pieces in place, where you even start. Because it just seemed like once one thing it was like a domino effect. The offensive line didn't do, and then the secondary got torched. And then you have your special teams and the kicking issues. I mean, it's all 3 phases of this damn football team. And I just think you have to go back to the drawing board and humble yourself, because this shouldn't have happened on a prime time home game, which is never really a home game, and the Niners come to town. But no excuses. And I don't know what Sean's going to say to his team today. I'm curious. I think his presser's probably happening right now, but like he's going to get asked what happened, and I'm sure he's going to have some interesting things to say after the game.
Yeah, I mean, we were
McVayisms, I'm sure.
We watched the first half at my local bar, the Greyhound.
Shout out the Greyhound.
The Greyhound is a fantastic bar. If you're ever in Highland Park or Glendale, go check it out. But yeah, there were more Niners fans in there than there were. I mean, at least more vocal Niners fans
in the bar. Yeah,
there. But I mean, I think you made a great point, and I brought up Greg's tweet there, or his post, his comment there, because I kind of mentioned that last time of like, had they won that game, we're just talking about the national conversation, really. People would have just been over the moon for this team. And I've been on the fence about him since week 1. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say here, but sometimes they're just getting over their skis. And this is a good reality check for this team. It's a good reality check for the defense to say like, oh, like we can't play like this. We can't just play so unevenly.
Well, and I think the next kind of step, and me and you, I think, talked about this earlier in the week, is, nowadays, I don't want to say even nowadays, but in the current landscape of the NFL, there really has not been like a dominant NFL team. Like, yes, there's been the Chiefs dynasty, but I just mean in the way they play, like the last few years, the Chiefs, you never felt like they were that good, but they just kept winning. Like they would just close out games. They were clutch. They wouldn't make mistakes. They just kept winning. The Eagles last year, like you never really felt like they were like this dynasty of a team, but they just kept winning. And then obviously they were dominant in the Super Bowl. So the Rams don't even have to be like dominant. They should have been dominant in this game, but they don't have to be dominant. You got to just close out games, not beat yourselves in the foot, not fumble on the 1 yard line, not get extra points blocked, not miss field goals, and you'd be 5-0.
But those things happen in football games, and they need to be able to separate themselves enough.
Yeah.
And there is no proof that they can separate themselves from any competition, period.
Yeah.
I mean, Titans, if you want to say the Titans, I mean,
who might be the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah. And I mean, we got plenty of football to play, to learn more about this team, but I think we already know kind of like it's pass rush or die on defense.
I think this is it.
And it's Stafford or. I mean,
interesting comment.
I read that. Yeah, there's definitely something to that.
From Mike A. McVay too smart for his own good, and then he's quoting. No one expects this is on the 4th and 1 and 4 in overtime. No one expects the run there, so let's run. No one expects the run because 9 is a beast. Put it in his hands and we will win the game. Don't run behind the backup right tackle.
That's a great point.
That's a great point.
I was bringing up all the other peripheral tackles, and it's just like, Warren McClendon, do your effing job.
But you have your starter at left tackle. Like, why not run to Alaric Jackson's side?
Well, they've always been better on the right.
That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, like, and 9 is where you want to have the game.
Well, they've always been better on the right because Rob Havenstein's the stalwart there. But yes, to what you're saying, like, and we said this earlier. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
There were moments in the game on 4th down, one that they could have gone and they didn't, where it's like, okay, that you want to bully ball. Let's put it in Kyren's hand. Let's just see if you can get more push. But push comes to shove. It's literally do or die. Make it or the game's over. The quarterback who just threw it 46 times. Like, just put it in his hands.
I mean,
not the running back that ran 13 times.
I mean, it's so.
I mean, I think that's why what we will hear from Coach this week, today after the game, it will be very telling because it is like it has to be very frustrating for him, you know, to get just to have to be the face of the franchise, losing at home, with a considerably layup opportunity with no Brock Purdy, everybody out essentially in terms of offensive playmakers for the Niners, and you're getting beat still, like you have to answer for that and be the face of the team to say, this one's on me. And McVay's great. He always does take responsibility and credit for the team not stepping up when the time is to come. But I think, this is, as you guys mentioned, now we're entering week 6. Like there's no more opportunities like this if you really think you have an opportunity to go to the playoffs and think you're going to be a Super Bowl contender. Like there's no more playing around, guys. Yeah. None of that. You know what I mean? Like,
if we're going to be positive, at least the last 2 years at this point, they were 1-4 and.
Not a bad point.
They're
not a bad point.
They're better than they were the last 2 years.
And that's right. But also, do you think this is going to be Stafford's last year to really go for it? I mean, are they going to get the heir apparent next season? Like, I don't know, Archie Manning, is he going to be like the next guy? So, think about if you're Stafford right now, just how frustrated you have to be. The guy's got a banged up back. And Davante Adams on the outside, and Puka. I mean, it's like, what else do you guys need to be the team that shows up in this, not only this division, but obviously this conference? And like, it feels like this is like the last opportunity for Stafford, really.
I think it's his last opportunity in Horns for sure. I mean, I don't think he is on this team in 12 months.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's made it seemingly clear he doesn't come back. Remember they were talking to him about flag football, and it was like in a couple, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that this has to be so frustrating when you've got like an A-class roster.
Yeah. Luckily in the NFL, unlike college and stuff, like you can afford some of these if you can bounce back. Yeah. You just got to do it. We'll see how this team responds. I think that's, as someone that covers the team, that's what I actually love watching and that excite me is like, okay, now how does this team respond to this adversity and how do they bounce back? And, going to Baltimore next week, I know Baltimore's down on their luck right now, 1-3, and they're going to maybe be without Lamar Jackson, but they're going to be throwing the kitchen sink at everything because they got to get their thing turned around before they're making fires. So it's a weird trap game against an all-time good organization.
Mm-hmm.
So how does this team respond with the mini bye, getting more time off, getting guys healthy? We'll see if the Steve Avila mystery is solved by then or whatnot, and see how this team goes from here. And we'll see if we can get to 4-2.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a fine line because you're saying the offensive line needs to get healthy, and it's like every team it seems like has, like Green Bay has, like it seems like 3 to 5 offensive linemen that aren't in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Baltimore's missing their best player, and like missing Rob Havenstein. Like,
yeah, but
it shouldn't be.
Aside from that, like there's no big glaring injuries like you have now, and that's the other thing that's frustrating. With these kinds of losses would make sense if you were out your freaking quarterback. But, and I think to add to Stafford's frustration, this guy is playing at 37 years old who may need surgery next year, So, anyways.
Well, and
389 yards, Aaron.
I got it,
Stafford.
3
touchdowns, no picks.
Have we seen other teams say, "Hey, my superstar quarterback, go do something and win me some games, and get to the Super Bowl and win it"? Yeah. So I don't think anything's closed. I think the roster is still as good as it is. I think Puka Nacua is staying healthy. He's playing a better brand of football for that, but still the usage is crazy. But still phenomenal. Jared Verse, still phenomenal. I still want him to. He should have had 3 sacks in this game on his own. This should have been a statement game.
That was my prediction. 3 sacks.
That's what you said. Yeah, I had, heading into this game in our live preview, I said this is a coming out game for the Rams to just prove that they've got their stuff together, and they let me down. They don't have it all together. Does that mean that they're out of the conversation? Does that mean they're not a top 5 team in the NFC? We got 12 weeks. We got 12 more weeks to figure it out.
A lot of time.
So this is a long season. And, to Ryan's point earlier, we were talking about blowing this team up about this time last year. We were talking, get rid of Cooper, get rid of Stafford, start the rebuild now. And they're in a
Rams fans did not like that, by the way. I was saying that.
Oh, they got rid of Cooper.
Yeah, they listened to us on there. I guess.
But I like what you said, Ryan on my left. That the thing that I love the most about the world of sports is how do I relate in a way, because I obviously can't air it out or even remotely take a tackle, but I can relate to how to respond to adversity, and that is the thing that seemed to be the prevailing theme for the Rams, especially with the uncertainty heading into the season with Stafford's unavailability, or is it going to be Jimmy G time? This team has proven that, like you mentioned, take last week or last year, they can handle adversity. So I agree. I think that, it's just frustrating that adversity keeps happening. Like week 3, massive adversity. Like you had it in the bag. You could have won in Philly. And now they have to go up to San Francisco and try to get a win against this probably much healthier 49er team, So if you want to find a way to get the NFC West title again. So I feel like adversity is the thing that I love to revel in because, hey, no one loves hope more than, sports fans. But it'll be really interesting to see how this team responds next week in Baltimore for sure.
To Mike A, who I love.
Hysterical. I love it.
Mac Jones looked ragged.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, for only being technically sacked twice, it looked like he was sacked 22 times.
Yeah.
He looked like me after half a bottle of Jim Beam on a Sunday morning, like at my age. Not good.
And that dude's got to start doing some squats or something because he cannot hold those football pants up on his own.
Those Hank Hill buns are not doing him any favor. He needs to get that. I
think we've hit the witching hour now. We're talking about Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts, Aaron? First of all, thank you so much. I know you've been awesome jumping on with Ryan on Sundays, but thanks for jumping on again tonight, even out of the country. Amazing. But any closing thoughts?
No, I think it's disappointing, and when you have such talent, whether it's the coaching staff, look, these are things that the lessons in life you get to learn from, and would have been nice to leave SoFi with a W, but here we are again. So I think the big question mark is what's coach going to say this week? That's going to be interesting. I think we should all take a part of that, and how will this team respond? That's going to be my biggest thing. I think I'll be curious about for sure.
100%. Any closing thoughts, Skinny?
On to Cincinnati.
Baltimore, but yeah.
Baltimore, I mean. Colts, I don't know.
I get the reference. Yeah. It was Cincinnati in the Belichick reference.
Yeah.
By the way, how is Belichick doing over there at UNC? Not so good.
They're just the worst. I mean, he's living his best life, though. I mean,
they are not a good football team.
He's getting paid a boatload.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful girlfriend.
I think, way off topic, we can talk more about it, but from what I've seen is, and it's not, I think, a huge indictment on Belichick. I just think once he was hired, there was way too much pressure that all of a sudden they were just going to be like fantastic. And, he's going to rebuild stuff and do stuff his own way and put in his own protocols on how. And it's, even though North Carolina wasn't like god awful last year, he's reinventing how they're going to do things. So they might be good.
But that's why it's like, get the newsworthy, like, child bride out of there. Because I think the fact that you're losing and then you have this this, like, you're sort of talking.
It's a circus.
It's like, just like, don't, like, get away from that, You can have the girlfriend, go for it. I support that. But I'm
don't
saying,
let her be the GM of the team.
The appearances on the sideline are a little unconventional for him,
to say the least.
or for
Yeah,
any coach, but yeah.
yeah.
No, I don't know a single coach's wife that's like that active on like game days or anything.
The one thing that I've learned in my few years of kind of tacitly understanding NIL is if you're at a basketball school, your football team's not good. I mean, like, that's always been the case, but like with NIL, it's even more the case.
Except for Indiana, they're the one outlier right now.
Well, I mean, Google his name, I guess. Okay.
I mean, we're really off the rails here.
but your alma mater, I mean, like, they can't even get their NIL stuff straight at USC.
Oh, it's good now. It's straight now.
It's straight now? Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the best NIL programs in the country now, thanks to Chad Bowden, GM, but that's for another story. So, well, with that, we'll wrap up. Thank you, all of you, Ramley, that came and vented with us, hung out. Let's see how this team responds. 3-2, season's not over. Long way from over. Obviously, got to see some things cleaned up to feel confident this team can really make a deep run. But, we've got some time. We've seen this team go 0-4 and 3-6 into the bye and then make the playoffs and make some noise. So I think they certainly are not far off from being a really good team.
In Stafford, we trust. I mean, that's got to be the motto going forward.
389 and 3 tutties. Great game from Stafford. So
hell of a game.
Not playing like a 37-year-old by any means. One word answer. Is he right now, Aaron, your MVP favorite through 5 weeks?
Stafford?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say for sure. Absolutely.
I mean, for me, it's a toss-up between he and Puka.
Okay, 2 Rams.
But Puka's never going to get an MVP, but maybe Offensive Player of the Year. But yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be.
You're right.
Oh, he should. They never do it. It's
I know.
Quarterback award, but and for me, it's a yes too. So, thank you, Ramley. Appreciate you all for hanging out. We will be back all week. Usual Tuesday time, Wednesday time, live again on Thursday pregame. And Ryan, and if Aaron joins again, always do a great job on Sundays with the post game live. But got some time off. I keep forgetting it's Thursday. I keep thinking tomorrow's Monday. But no, we got enjoy the weekend of games and not have to stress about the Rams. If only it was a win. But everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. Get home safe. And we'll talk to you all very soon.